What's up, everybody? My name is Alex Riggs, and welcome to Breaking 100. In this video, we're going to be looking at a series of strategies and tactics to get you to break 100 for the first time. We're going to look at off the tee, into the green, and then finally on the green, and really what needs to happen in order to break this barrier. See, I'm sure a lot of you have your reasons, but we're going to identify a serious game plan. So let's get started. Off the tee, we need to understand here that if we're just trying to break 100, distance is no longer a priority of ours. Finding fairways is the essential component to giving ourselves the best chance to breaking through this threshold. So saying that means that from a club head speed standpoint, I don't want you guys to be thinking about maximizing how fast you swing the golf club. This is a lot more about control, finding a repetitive tempo, something that seems like it's about 80-85% that gives us a little bit more ability to find a more square contact in the center of this club face, and also deliver the club in a manner that's going to produce straighter shots, or shots that are finding a playable point on the golf course a lot more frequently. The big game plan I want you to have is no lost golf balls, no penalty shots, only putting golf balls in play. Okay, so using this 80-85% speed strategy, we're gonna dial it down a little bit. We're gonna focus on strike, focus on rhythm, and this is going to help us to develop a tee shot swing that can repeat itself throughout the golf course. Now, first things first, I know a lot of you struggle to keep the golf ball traveling in a straight-ish direction, okay? Likely, a lot of you that are in this barrier, you're not able to break 100, you're probably struggling, I'm not saying all of you, but a lot of you with a bit of a fade, okay? So those of you that are in that category, now this is not going to be your slice fix video, but I still want to give you a little bit to work with just to consider. Those of you that are slicing it are battling a very open club face. So if this is a square face, you guys are delivering the club face far too open on a regular basis. The simplest first thing I'd look at whenever I see that pattern is I'd look at that left hand. So those of you that are slicing the golf ball, the first thing you should look at is trying to get that left hand into a stronger position. Because instantly, by strengthening this left hand, the relationship between our arms and the club face is going to become such that the face will want to deliver more strong, okay? It'll deliver more toe forward rather than heel forward through impact, okay? So instantly, that's the first thing I'd be checking for those of you that are battling that shot that turns right, is I'd be getting that top hand, that left hand, more to the right of the golf club, get it into a stronger position. Don't be afraid to experiment a little bit by getting the club to start a little bit more toe forward. Just try it. Let's see if that helps you. Now, those on the other side of the spectrum that might be battling the shot that goes quick left, what I want you guys to address is the opposite hand, okay? If you're battling that shot that turns over too much, that's hooking, I want you to look at your bottom hand, your right hand. Now, most likely, those of you that are hooking the ball too often are getting that right hand too much underneath the grip. So if we can switch that position, get that right hand more on top of the grip into more of a weaker, neutral to weaker position, you are going to find that the club face is less likely to turn over too quickly. Okay, so just reminding you, those people struggling with fades, let's look at that top hand, strengthening it more. Those people struggling with quick hooks, let's look at that bottom hand and weaken it a little bit more, okay? Because what we want, we can handle curve, but too much curve is obviously difficult to play with, okay? So if we can start to limit how much curve we get on this golf ball, it's going to make finding a position in a playable part of the golf course a heck of a lot easier. Another massive one here for those of you looking to break 100 is play from a manageable tee box. Okay, I see way too many people struggling to break 100, maybe struggling to even complete a scorecard because they're trying to play from a tee box that's way too far back. We need to take the ego out of it. Golf should have no ego. This game is way too challenging for us to allow our ego to dictate how we play it. So what I want you to do, if you've never broken 100 before, try playing from the front tee deck or even one back from the front tee deck. Make the golf course play more simple. You're going to have more fun. You're probably going to learn a lot more about how you're playing the game as well, because you'll be putting the ball in play. When we put the ball in play, we give ourselves a chance to actually get pars and get bogeys from time to time. But if we're constantly having to reload and go back to the bag for another ball, the golf game is a battle and it's a long day out there. So let's make the game a little bit easier. Let's play from a closer tee deck and have some more success. So the last thing with off the tee that I want you guys to be following is use a pre-shot routine, something that you can repeat every single time on the tee box that includes how you aim and where you place your golf ball on the tee. Now, those of you that are fading the ball need to be teeing up the ball on the right-hand side of the tee box. Those of you who are drawing the ball need to be teeing up the ball on the left-hand side of the tee box. So that is all because the hole is going to play a lot more forgiving for you if you're utilizing that strategy, because it's going to look more open. If things look more open, you're going to swing more free, you're going to be less tight, everybody's happy. So again, just going through this off the tee strategy, we want to make sure that we aren't trying to kill the ball. We're just looking for a speed that we can repeat. We're focusing on good rhythm and solid strikes. We may have adapted something within our grip to help us to deliver more of a square club face, and then we're going to utilize how we're setting up on that tee box to make it a lot easier on the eye and give us more room to work with to find that playable position on the golf course. So off the tee, let's find more fairways, let's lose less golf balls, and let's have a way better chance of getting on the green.